New Thought Media Network, a world of love, peace, and positively inspiring media. Uplifting human consciousness by promoting positive music, media, and entertainment. Sharing a consciousness of love, peace, and empowerment through a variety of media streams. And good morning, dear ones. Reverend Robert with you. It is Monday morning, June 29th. I am so grateful to be with you and to have you here with us this morning. It is another glorious and beautiful week here in Colorado. Monday morning dawning up just nicely, and looks like it's going to be a great week. And what I know is it's a brand new week full of possibilities, opportunities, and deep callings to serve the evolution of human consciousness. And that's part of what we're about here every day, 8:15 a.m., every evening, 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. We are here praying for the healing, the upliftment, the consciousness, raising the consciousness, praying for all kinds of things and all kinds of stuff for humanity, for the world, for you, for individuals. And, oh, hey, look at that. Just went to pull out my prayer book, and a wad of cash fell out. I like how that happens. I wanted to show you the prayer book because this book gets used every day, all day, and I'm constantly reaching for it because every prayer request that gets sent my way, I get put into that book, and then I pray on that a couple times a day and make sure that we're manifesting and demonstrating those things. So please send me your prayer requests. Do a shout out in the comment box. Let me know you're here. I have no way to see who's on the broadcast each morning unless you make a comment. So make a comment, let me know you're around. We'll give you a quick shout out. Say good morning. Good morning, Ursula. It's great to see you. Glad you're here with us. And Wayne from Calgary, glad you're with us, Wayne. Wayne's turning into a regular around here. So glad you're with us, Wayne and Ursula. And those of you that are out there watching, and I don't know if you're here. Cynthia's here. Good to see you. Good and glorious Monday morning. Yes, a new yes to heal. We're going to talk about that in a minute. And Terry Paul, yes, Terry Paul Choice. I say. I'm not sure how you say that. So, yes, and we're going to be speaking in just a few minutes. So, all right, dear ones. Hey, the shout outs keep coming. One of my dear co-hosts, Lisa Williams-Bear, is with us this morning. Lisa prays with us and had been a special guest for quite a while, showing up all the time. Well, now she's becoming a host on this program. You're going to see a lot more of her and her prayer work on this broadcast as well. So, okay, I want to get into it because there's one of those things in this philosophy that I found in my past 20 years of this thing called New Thought is some people watch the news and some people don't watch the news. Some people follow the news, some people don't follow the news. And what I've also seen over the last 20 years is there's just so many different news outlets that it can sometimes be a little confusing in what to follow. And it takes a little more often to do the research to make sure that what we're seeing is really what happened. And in many cases, it not only we're able to see more. We have more instant access to what's going on in our world. We have more of an instant knowledge of what is true and what is propaganda. It's not always easy, and we don't always see that right off the top. We often have to do some work on the stories that come our way and come across our news feeds. And so within New Thought, I know there's a portion of people that just say, well, I just don't watch the news. I just pray for the highest and the best of everything. And I've also heard it said that the news is where we find our prayer requests, because it is in the news that has a tendency to share the worst of humanity, the parts of humanity that aren't working. It's often the news's job, or they feel it is, to share that with us. Now, New Thought Media Network aims to change that. I will do a little plug here. New Thought Media Network aims to create something totally different in the world when it comes to a media network. And we're talking live broadcasts, video broadcasts, music broadcasts, podcasting, commentary, memes, blogs, the whole 9 yards. If you're wondering where to share your voice in the world, we'd love to speak with you, because, and I know there's a couple people on this call that are in production to bring forth podcasts to help raise the vibration of human consciousness. And we're going to do that. And here's my point. We need to know what's going on in our world so that we know what needs to be healed and what's crying out to be healed. And so there are a couple of stories that I'm going to refer to in our prayer today that came across my news feed this morning. If you want to know more about the story, well, it's probably on my Facebook wall. But if you want to know more about the healing that's happening, well, just hang right here, because that's where we're about to go. If you would, please join in. Join in a moment of recognizing the one. Join in a moment of recognizing one truth, one power, one presence, one infinite intelligence that is operating as all of life. There is no two, there is no three, there is no separation, there is no division, because there is only one life. One life. That life is God's life. And that life is absolutely perfect. Every aspect of it, every piece of it, every cell, every molecule, every part of this one life is absolutely perfect in its completeness and its process and its activity and all that moment, every experience, it's all God. So I know God is that self-existent cause that is forever taking on form and abandoning that form in order to take on new form. And knowing God operates as my life perfectly, I know it operates as your life perfectly. Therefore, God must be operating as all life perfectly. And in that, there is the creation and the release. There is the creative process and there is the letting go. And we have witnessed so many on the planet letting go of the human form over these past several months. And we are still witnessing the creation of new life as well, even in the midst of all of this. The creative process continues and grows and expands. So what I know is, I know that in the midst of what is happening, the letting go of old systems, the destruction, the dissolving of old paradigms, things that no longer serve, old belief systems in white superiority, belief systems in victimhood, belief systems in how we police and why we're policed, all of that dissolving back into the nothingness from whence it came so that something new may be born. The old perspective of healthcare and insurances and health insurance dissolving and being reborn and remade. The old ideas of criminal justice in our society being crumbled and reborn, of incarceration crumbling, imploding, and being reborn. And so what I know is, I know there is a great healing that is happening upon this planet. There is a great vision emerging. A vision of a world of harmony and peace, a vision of a world where music and art and aesthetics are honored and respected again. Where a world where every voice is heard, and a world where every voice matters, where every voice is recognized for what it brings to the conversation. For we're all bringing something unique. We're all bringing something amazing to this conversation, to this evolution of human consciousness, to this revelation of this divine vision. And so in order to get there, we've got to heal the human belief structures that are impeding that. We've got to do the healing of the human beliefs that are hindering our progress, hindering the growth of humanity right now. Need to heal the systemic racism and violence based in our world. I claim a specific healing for that husband and wife couple in Missouri that felt the need to arrive out of their home with handguns and automatic weapons in response to a peaceful march in front of their house. I claim healing for the off-duty police officer that felt it was his right to angrily berate and threaten a civilian while he's off duty. I claim peace for everyone that is right now in the mental confusion as their old world crumbles away and they're being faced with the acceptance because they're being faced with this opportunity to step into this new world. See, we see these stories again and again and again, again and again and again. There are these stories of people crying out for healing. And the only way that comes about is if we witness the horror, if we witness the misbelief, if we witness the misdirection of their belief. So we say, thank you for showing up and showing us where you are calling for healing. And now we do the prayer work that reaches these people. We create the vibration of love and peace and harmony and understanding and acceptance and truth and value of all life, for they are misguided and confused. And yes, even their lives matter. Even their lives matter. Because we are healing systemic racism not by erasing it from our history, not from just poof and magically it all goes away. This healing is happening moment by moment in our consciousness and in our actions, in how we believe and how we show up. The healing of our police system does not happen just by sitting in the silence and knowing something better, but by actually saying so, of doing the work, getting on a committee, writing a letter, showing up at a demonstration. The work of healing is done in the mind and in the hands. And so I claim for each one here today an experience of gaining clarity, coming to that place of knowing this is what is mine to heal, and this is what is mine to do in that healing. This is what I focus my prayers on, and this is what I do in support of that. For me, in this moment, I claim a sense of being a participant in the great healing of race-based hatred and violence in America and across the planet. I claim a healing in hatred and violence towards our LGBTQIA plus community and brothers and sisters. I claim a healing of a culture of violence and gun ownership and gun flashiness. Of the gun culture in America. I claim a healing from everything that has come together to create that belief system. And in that healing, I stand firm in the knowing that there is something magnificent going on, that there is a healing happening, that we are coming collectively to that place where we recognize there is no fear and we need not fear each other. That there is nothing to fear other than fear itself. That the guns are not the answer, that the violence has never wrought forth any real meaningful change. That the change happens within. And it happens from within and then is outpictured into the world. So I know there's a healing going on. I know it's happening in hearts and minds across this entire country. I know it's happening in each one that is here on this broadcast listening to this word. And I know it's happening within my own heart. So I am in this moment just grateful. Grateful to be present to this experience, grateful to be present to this moment, grateful to let go of the fear and the hurt and step into the healing and say yes to the light and to serve the evolution of human consciousness on this planet. Most especially, I'm grateful to know that God's got this word and that this is a done deal in the mind of God. All the vibrations, all the people, everything necessary to bring forth this mighty vision is already aligning in the mind and the heart of God, coming forth through the hands and the hearts of each one on this planet. So I am grateful to release this word into the law that has already said yes, and let it be. To get myself out of the way and let God do what God does. Be God. And if this has resonated in any way, please join me in an affirmation of this truth as we say together. And so it is. And so, and so, and so it is. Yes, Cynthia. And so it is, Ashe and Ursula. Yes, yes, yes. Amen. So grateful you're with us. Oh, Wayne, glad to see you still here. Thank you. All right, folks. It's Monday morning. It's time to get out there and rock the world and make the world a better place. Please do jump on over to newthoughtradio.net for some positively inspiring music and media. Check out some of our podcasts. We're working diligently on the website. Hope to have it up for you very, very soon. So I'm out of here for now. I'll be back tonight, 8:15 p.m. with my evening prayers. Until then, make it a great day. Peace and blessings. Mwah. Be prosperous, be healthy, be whole, be love.